This is PulseWave Surfers with Frank and Dex from PulseWaveTrading. We're going to give you a live market update. We're live. What's up? Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I know Santana Benacci was waiting. Eddie Murphy was waiting for a while. So sorry to keep you waiting, Eddie. But welcome, everybody. Kevin's here. Christy's here. Caesar's here. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to call this show. For today, we're calling it PulseWave Surfers. So this is our new show. We're going to do this twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've been working on our broadcast schedule. Never fear, those of you who are members of PulseWave Trading, we're going to continue to do some private sessions, but we also are going to do these on YouTube as well. So we've got a few things that we're going to be looking at in the markets. Let me get my screen share ready to go so you can comment on it for us, Dex, because we want to hear what you have to say. Before we do that, I wasn't ready for that. Let me get that out of here. You got an echo? We got an echo?
I don't hear an echo.
They're calling me Frank 2 times. They're saying I got an echo. Oh, man. Hold on 1 second, everybody. I don't know why I would have an echo.
I don't know either.
All right, let me change settings really quick. I know how to fix this kind of easily. So
why is there an echo? Echo.
Oh no, they're saying I'm good. Caesar says I'm good. Folks, tell me in the comments if I'm good or not. I'll fix it. Yeah, no, I'm not running anything crazy, Dino. Dino had a suggestion. Oh, okay, I'm told the auto's good. Okay, cool. I don't know what Kevin said there. He said bipe. Don't know what that is. There we go. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to trust you guys. Oh, you got your own, Dex, you've got your own little YouTube now.
Yeah, after what y'all told me yesterday. Look, after you disciplined me yesterday, I had no choice.
Yeah, we won't talk about that. Oh, my goodness, that's funny. All right, cool. So we're calling this PulseWave Surfers live Q&A. So, man, now it's just like auto posting the comments. I didn't think I even did that.
Really? Cool.
I'm assuming this is directed at me and my obnoxious laugh. I've had it with me all these years. All right, cool. Oh, Dino. Okay, I didn't take it a mean way. Dino said he meant the person saying if you have Slack running and YouTube, it will echo. I don't know. So it's probably.
I didn't know that either.
I get what you're saying. They probably opened it in Slack and then they opened it in the browser and it was playing in both. That's smart. That's probably what's happening. Yeah. So for those of you getting echoes, it's probably folks from in the room who clicked on it, then opened another browser. Now it's playing here and it's playing there. That's probably what you got going on. Yeah. Smart. Cool. All right. So here we go. Let me pull up a chart. Of course, bring up anything you guys want to look at. We're going to take a look at what's going on in the market. It's been an interesting couple of days, I would say. Now, Dex, you're saying today is kind of flat, kind of boring.
Yes, big time.
Well, Christy, others would disagree about my laugh being infectious and not obnoxious, but I appreciate you. And I do want to say, this morning there was a lot of very gracious love in the room today, and for Dex and the system, and even for me. And we just want to let you guys know we appreciate you. It seems like some people are really starting to understand how to use the system and are getting a lot of success with it. So that just means everything to us. We want to see you guys succeed. We're very passionate about the system that we have here. We've placed all our bets on PulseWave Trading, and so
literally
it's very. Oh, Caesar says I was right, or not I was right, but Dino was right. So that's cool. Yeah, we're going to look at Bitcoin. This is a good question. We're definitely going to look at Bitcoin, and I've seen some questions in the room about this. Here's a dreamer, wants me to send him some Bitcoin. Not happening. But hey, it was worth a shot. So here we go. This is BTC. This is the Binance chart. Oh, I should probably share it with you guys.
Yeah, that'll be helpful.
Here, I'll go full screen for you, Dex, and I'll get rid of this overlay. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I don't even need the chart. I don't even need the chart. I can tell you exactly what's happening.
What's going on?
what's happening with Bitcoin is exactly what I told everybody is happening. The market is trying to build a base between that 9,000 and 10,000 support level for the next leg up.
So this is actually encouraging, isn't it?
It's extremely encouraging.
Now, you know, I've confessed publicly many times that I'm a hopeless Bitcoin bull, but this really is encouraging.
Yep. We're maintaining a 10,000 support on the futures, just as I indicated. Also, we're in the midst of the drop zone on the weekly chart, and you see that manifesting there on the left on the daily chart, all right, as it dropped below the Kumo cloud. And so you're in a downtrend channel there. But on that weekly, same thing, but you're in that drop zone. So it has the potential to go lower, but right now it's showing a pretty strong support around the 10,000 to 9,000 level. And like I said before, I think it's building that support for the next leg up. And the next leg up, I pinned it at 18,000, and it could go even higher. At the end of the day, though,
as the
Bitcoin is going to take out the highs.
As the kids say, damn.
Yep.
As the kids said 30 years ago, but that's pretty awesome, actually. So very cool.
Oh, you see that? They said the algos are killing it.
Oh yeah, we were talking about the appreciation that we were hearing in the room earlier, and it sure does work that way. And here's the thing, not to get all commercial on folks, but the thing is the PulseWave trading system itself is just, it's helpful. As I always say, you know, it keeps you out of a lot of bad trades. Not all bad trades. It keeps you out of a lot of bad trades and helps you get out of bad trades quickly, which takes the emotion out of it. So if you just do it consistently, there's a real potential there. My man right here, love this guy, asking for XRP. So let's pull that up. Oh, I don't remember if I said this or not. I'm all over the place here. I'm running the screen. I'm doing all this stuff. Tomorrow's webinar, we're going to do something really simple. It's lazy summer. Everybody's on vacation. We're just going to do a live Q&A right on our YouTube. So anybody who wants to watch, we're going to announce this on Rogue News later. Anybody who wants to watch, Dex is just going to do live Q&A. We're going to jump right to it, take your questions about trading. And specifically, what we would love to hear from people is just their general, you know, trading questions, stuff about markets, anything you want to talk about. We can talk about the 100-year cycle, really anything, and Dex will get into it. And
how well you're doing with the system. We can talk about anything.
Yeah. So this is for members, for non-members. We're just gonna do live Q&A. Anything you want to talk about. You know, you ask us about Epstein, we'll talk about it. We don't care, but obviously, for people who are interested in trading, we're gonna do that. So, all right, back to the charts here. Okay, XRP request from HW293, who I think is a robot, by the way. It kind of
could be. This one is me. This chart looks a little scary. You just took the chart away.
No, I didn't. It's up. It's back.
Okay, yeah, I see it. I see it, but YouTube doesn't see it.
Well, YouTube's delayed. Don't forget, there's a big delay on YouTube.
Okay, I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it can be pretty big. Yeah, you don't want to look at the YouTube.
Okay, so then this chart looks a little scary. Basically, you're seeing an acceleration to the downside, and you've already started a new leg down. So this one, the bears are completely in control of this market. All rallies are I look to be sold here. If we do get a bounce, the market's going to bounce up to around, it's hard to see that, the orange line on the daily chart. That orange trend line resistance is where prices will try to bounce to on any kind of retracement. But once it gets to that level, it will be sold again.
Okay.
It's bearish.
Dude, the crowd is hilarious today. So Chris is, HW293. Says that he's
I got
trading
something going on over here, so I need to mute myself just for a second.
Okay, good. I'll play with people in comments here. And Christy's being inappropriate. Mr. I'm just gonna let your comments speak for themselves while we wait for Dex. Well, let me pull up the next chart. Hopefully Dex will be back quick. You guys know there have been times in the past where he left me here for long periods of time. to talk to you all. So keep the comments coming. You know, I love the people I work with, but that doesn't mean that they're sane. We've been on broadcasts with V where he stepped out and he was the only one who could turn the broadcast off. And so we had to just keep talking. So you never know what these guys are going to do to me. All right, we're looking at Litecoin. I'm tempted to tell you what Dex is going to say, but I'm afraid I'll get it wrong because that's not my job. It's not my job to tell you what Dex is going to say. So what do you guys think Dex is going to say? That's what we'll do. Let's place some bets. Let's talk about what you think Dex is going to say. No, we didn't get to gold yet, Robert. We'll get there. Remind me if we forget. Nathan, yes, we'll get to it. Now, HW, you're okay. Are you saying, all right, so XRP has pointers. Let's look at it. I honestly wasn't listening when Dex was talking because I was getting ready for the next chart. Here's XRP. It does have crazy pointers down. Yeah. 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 Wow. And Chris is talking about the daily pointer. Yeah, that is pretty sick.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah,
we went back to talk about XRP.
Yeah, I see the pointer comment. I left that part out on the daily chart, but that is a pointer. That's another indicator of bearishness on the chart. Absolutely.
We're going to Litecoin next. Let me just temporarily get rid of this shared screen because I got to pull something up, and I've learned from past experience, you pull something up on your computer, sometimes it comes up in the shared screen, and and you didn't intend it to.
Exactly.
It can be a bit of a nightmare. So where's that app popping up? Once that app pops up, all right, cool. Sure enough, it popped up right where I didn't want it to. So, all right, here we go. Back to the shared screens, and we're going to look at Litecoin for somebody. I got a few requests.
Okay, wow. You're in the Kuma cloud of death, but the same situation in this chart as in the last one we did, with the exception of the pointer, because the daily has not finished yet. If it were to close where it is right now, that would be a bearish pointer. But right now, it's just showing that this one is accelerating to the downside also, and putting in a new leg down as well. So bears are still in control of this market also. The market would need to close above the orange line on either the daily or the weekly to put in a short-term bottom. And I don't see that happening.
All right, cool. All right, I want to pull this one up just for a little diversification. We'll come back to your requests, but from Be Good, hey guys, can you comment on the SEC and on some ICOs potentially being treated as securities? Thanks. Well, we saw the other day, we talked about this. I think we talked about this privately, but we saw the SEC came hard after Reggie Middleton of Veritasium.
You didn't post that on YouTube? I think you said you were going to post it on YouTube.
It might be posted on YouTube. I'm not sure.
Because I went in on that when I went in.
Yeah, if we didn't post it yet, we can. I asked Kung Fu to do that, so I'm not sure if he did or didn't. So, but yeah, we talked about this the other day, and long and short, Dex, you're saying, they're coming after people to protect the banking system.
Correct. And the only reason why they're calling it securities now is because they're coming out with their own platform.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because prior to this, they said cryptos were not securities; they weren't assets. They weren't even considered investment vehicles or currency. But now they're saying all of the above is true, only because they're rolling out their own platforms.
Right.
And
also,
anyone that's
I think it was Kung Fu made the point. We were talking in the office about this, that it's an individual that they're going after here. not a big company that has, you know, endless deep pockets and lawyers and stuff like that. This is
Exactly.
when you're talking about Veritasium, you really are talking about a guy, as far as perception is concerned.
And they're not talking about anybody else. They're not coming after anyone else.
Yeah, think of how many businesses did. Like, I was reading it, and you know, there's some stuff in there that certainly it's a spin on what happened, but it's pretty brutal, direct assault on him and promises he made, or, you know, basically his marketing about what Veritasium was and what it was going to do. Now, what ICO didn't do that. What ICO didn't say they were going to, you know, fix the world with the blockchain,
right?
And make you rich. I mean, as time went on, they got more cautious about what they were saying and things like that. But there's so many that they could go after. Why Reggie? You know, that's
you also have to ask yourself a question: why him, and why now? And because he's seen as a threat to national security, because of what he wants to do and is trying to do. They see the whole crypto space as a threat to national security, as a threat to the dollar. They even came out in public and said so over the last several weeks on all the business channels.
Right.
All right. They didn't say that before. They were ignoring.
Wait, came out and said what?
They said that they see it as a direct threat against the dollar. As a matter of fact, in the last open market committee that's headed by that chick, what's her name? What's the chick? She has she has a big mouth. She's always talking about something.
It's a politician.
They always play her commercials. If you come for me, I'm coming for you. You know what I'm talking about. She's the chairperson of this committee.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah. So anyway, Maxine Waters. There you go.
Oh,
all right. So they paraded that around in the last thing that they had, the last open market committee that they had televised, several weeks ago, and they all said it unanimously that it was a threat to the dollar, and they were afraid of Mark Zuckerberg doing the same thing. That's why they did everything in their power to shut Libra down. I wonder if that, they don't think like us. We saw Zuckerberg and we said, we already got Bitcoin, and yeah, he's going to do something big, but important news, but whatever. But these people, they see Zuckerberg and they see disruption, and this is a guy who disrupted communications and news and everything, and now he's going after banking. That must have terrified them. Like we are, like those of us who are crypto enthusiasts already know that this is going to disrupt banking. We already know it's going to disrupt the dollar. We already know it's going to disrupt the way commerce is done on the planet. But put yourself in the shoes of a politician who knows very little about anything, and all of a sudden they see ZuckDog come over, and he starts talking about disrupting banking, which is their bread and butter and their master. That's got to be terrifying. I hadn't thought of it in that context until just now, which is kind of obvious. I should have thought that. Well, that's what I was talking about. It. They are afraid of Zuckerberg and Reggie Middleton because these two individuals have, been very vocal about what they're trying to do. They want to change banking. They want to take some of the power away from the Federal Reserve and central banks and give it back to the people. And the government wants to remain in power, so it cannot allow that to happen. The government cannot allow itself to be suicided. So anything that's a threat to that, they throw around national security and say we have to protect and stay in power. And the only way to do that is to take power away from these two men. Right. And that's why you're seeing what you're seeing. Yeah, always ask yourself the question: who benefits? Right. Good one. All right. We're gonna look at GLD. Got that up on the screen for you, Dex. What say you? First of all, what is GLD? I don't think I've ever heard of that. That's a thing. It's a thing they trade. They trade it they trade it in the markets. What's shiny? What's trading shiny. And what's a market? All right. Let me explain. You mean like the supermarket? People take money. Okay. Have you ever seen The Wolf of Wall Street? It's that. That's what it is. No, that scares me. You said wolf, then I was already sweating when you said wolf. So I don't think I watched that. Let me explain something to you, Dex. There's money out there. People throw it around at stuff. That's what this is. You mean like darts? Like when you go to a fair and you throw darts at a balloon? Exactly like to darts. Win a teddy bear? Exactly like darts. Do you win a teddy bear? So
Dex, GLD is at 143.40 right now. It's got some nice green bars on the weekly.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Oh, Dex, come on.
I'm in character now. It's too late.
Now you're in character. And your character is Forrest Gump.
I know, right? No,
I'm really tempted to make fun of my mother. I talked
see.
to my mother this morning. She said something hilarious. I won't do it. It's stupid. No, Gavin McGinnis said never talk about your mother in conversation. It makes you look like an idiot. So I'm not going to do it.
Both of these charts are very powerful. They're very bullish, but I'm still concerned.
Weekly on the right, daily on the left.
I'm concerned.
I don't tell that people that often enough.
I'm concerned on the daily chart because you see that not the previous gap, but the original gap before that gap has not been filled.
Yeah.
So that is problematic
on the daily.
On the daily. On the weekly, we have a gap down there too that has not been filled, and that too is problematic. So at some point, we're going to have to come back down there and fill those gaps. So that's letting me know that whatever rally that we're seeing, if it does not pull back, sooner rather than later to fill the gap, then that means that the run is not real. We can't get a real bull run until those gaps are filled. So this means that once the run is over, the market will come down and fill the gap then, or it's going to go ahead and pause now, come down, fill the gap, and then run back up and resume its rally. That's what you really want to see. You want to see the gap filled now so the market can rally. If it does not, then wherever we stop is going to be the top. And then we're gonna really crash and burn.
Yeah.
All right. You don't want to see that. That's the part you don't want to see. You don't want the ladder.
Mm.
The ladder is devastating because then, not only do you come down and fill that gap, but you keep going instead of bouncing. You keep going and you cut through the Kumo cloud and you go back down to the 12 and 1100 handle. You don't want to see that. So right now, yeah, we're uber bullish. Can't fight the trend. Go with it. But ride those pulse waves. If those intraday shorts get triggered, then you know what you have to do.
Word.
Now they want you to look at
here. I got this one.
The
here.
spot. They want you to look at spot.
There you go.
Okay. Obviously, you don't see those gaps on the spot because spot trades 24/7, unlike the futures and unlike the equities. So if you look at the spot, there's no gap. It just keeps right on going. But because these markets trade in tandem, I still think that it's a possibility of a devastating pullback to fill the gap on the GLD, at least on that. So right now the market's running away. It's bullish. You got mad rampage on the daily chart. Not so much on the weekly, but on that daily, you got mad rampage. The market is hitting that now, but I think it's at the point of possibly topping out, at least in the short term.
Cool. All right. I don't know if we've looked at these before.
NAC rings a bell. That rings a bell. NAC.
Let's see. Give me a second to pull this up.
Like something I haven't looked at in a long time.
Hold on a second. I gotta get myself situated here. Pull up my big list. I had to. I know the ladies are complaining. I had to turn my camera off. I was just using too much bandwidth. EXK. Yeah, I don't have that on my list. Let me pull that up. Silver. It's a silver thing.
Okay.
There's a couple EXKs, but I'm going to assume it's silver. Endeavor Silver Corporation.
Okay. It's getting a bounce.
Darian, if I got that right.
It's getting a bounce based on the momentum in the futures.
Okay.
And you do have a pointer on the weekly chart, a bullish pointer. So I don't think this up run is done yet. I think it's just the beginning. You did pop north side of the Kumo cloud on the weekly, and also you're north of the Kumo cloud on the daily. But you do have a downtrend channel that's been created over the last couple of trading sessions. So This one's bullish, but you got to watch it for right now because the rallies could get sold on that daily.
Right. All right, I'm trying to speed this up a little. ICX.
All right, this one, the bears are really in control of this market. You got inverse rampage coming up on the daily, which will weigh on prices. And I think the market's in the process of putting a new down leg as momentum is increasing to the downside on your weekly chart. So this one's still bearish.
Momentum increasing.
To the downside, yep.
I love you too, Israel assassinated JFK.
Nah,
What did I do? Did I interrupt you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
If you did, I can't tell right now.
It was a long time ago. These comments are old. All right, we can only take a few more. Jeffrey Dahmer's back.
What up, Jeff? Are the comments coming in automatically now, or do you still have to do it manually?
I post them manually.
Okay.
All right, we got a few more. Oh, NAC is
Yeah.
Northern Dynasty Mining. All right, I'm
Okay, I
sorry,
figured
folks.
that.
This is going to be our last one for the day because I got a phone call coming up. So thank you all for joining us. We'll look at this, and after that, we'll sign off.
And I have to be somewhere too. You just reminded me. I have to be somewhere. Oh, this one looks absolutely frightening. If you are a bull, this should scare you to death. You look at the momentum picking up on both the daily and the weekly. Bears are truly in control of this market on the daily. On the weekly, you know that this downside is concerning. The weekly still shows an overall bullish complexion per se, but it looks like that run could be over. You're below the Kumo cloud here. If it closes below the Kumo cloud and closes below the momentum line, then that's going to open the door for more downside in the coming week. You also have this big hole on the daily where the prices could go further south, but then you got this mad rampage coming up. So this one's a little bit tricky. Bears are in control right now. So this is the right side of the market to be on. It's the short side until this particular run is over. And you do have some pointers. You got bullish pointers on the weekly chart. It cannot be ignored. So I think once this bear pullback is done, then I think the market may try to resume another rally for next week. We'll see.
Excellent. All right. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. This is our new, we're still settling. I mean, this is the ugliest slide and the dumbest name I've ever made. And I don't know why I love it so much, but that's just me. I'm a glutton for punishment. So this is the format, whatever we call it, is going to be our new Tuesday and Thursday show. Whenever we're able to. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, 11 a.m. Those of you who are members of PulseWaveTrading will get more of this privately in the room, at least a couple more a week. Everybody else, tomorrow, 1 p.m. right here. There's a link in the description. Set a reminder. We're going to go live and take your questions about anything. V will be with us as well. Actually, no, V's going on vacation, so I don't think he'll be here. But take your questions. We'll get Kung to come. Mr. Encyclopedia Crypto Knowledge, and we can answer some crypto questions with him too. But that's it for today. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We really appreciate you. We'll be back soon. We're over and out. And thanks for all those comments. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks, folks. Take care.
Peace.